Matisic.
Welcome to a very special edition of Wrestling at the Chase. Hello, I'm Larry Matisic, and today's program might better be titled The Best of Wrestling at the Chase. As you know, Wrestling at the Chase is nearing its 20th anniversary on KPLR TV, Channel 11. Over that time, it's developed a tremendous following throughout the greater St. Louis area, and action like you're going to be seeing today is part of the reason. We're going to be taking a look at some of the highlights of what has happened on Wrestling at the Chase over the past year, and you'll be seeing people like World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race, Dick Murdoch, King Kong Brody, Dick the Bruiser, Ted DiBiase, Nature Boy Ric Flair, Terry Funk, the Lady Wrestlers, and much, much more. So stick around. It's a very special edition of Wrestling at the Chase, and we'll be right back after these important messages. King Kong Brody has gotten plenty of headlines in St. Louis, and Frankie Lane would be the first to vouch that Brody deserves every one. Look what happened when Frankie Lane took on King Kong Brody.
That has the same effect as a karate chop to the windpipe when he's dropped from, say, 7 foot in the air. Brody with a forearm smash. The game and spunky. Frankie Lane trying to hang in against Brody. Brody with a hard smash drops Lane. Brody covers Lane, now begins biting Lane. Brody biting Lane, digging his teeth into the forehead of Frankie Lane. Smith warning Brody.
Five minutes have expired, 15 minutes left.
5 minutes of open warfare have passed in the main event on Wrestling at the Chase. Frankie Lane hanging in doggedly against King Kong Brody. Lane pulling on Brody's hair. Look at that. Oh, did you see Brody grab Lane by the hair and just lift Lane off his feet and throw him across the ring? Lane to the ropes. Brody waiting. Oh! Brody caught by a kick from Lane. Another chop, and down goes Brody. That's the first time Brody's been knocked off his feet on Wrestling at the Chase in a month. Hard smashes by Lane. Once again, Frankie Lane is on the offensive. Charges in, and again, Lane catches a knee lift. He caught it more in the hip area. Frankie saw it coming. He tried to leapfrog over the knee lift, but he didn't quite get over the top. And Brody caught him in the hip and rib area. Probably did more damage than the first time Lane caught that knee lift. This time it knocked wind out of Frankie Lane. Brody lifts Lane with one arm, spins him around and slams him. Brody grabs the legs, and Brody going for the Boston Crab. That's his favorite. And Lane has taken some punishment. He took that knee lift to the hip and ribs. I don't see how he has any choice but to give up as King Kong Brody screams in delight. He turns
Wiley,
him over.
former world champion who starred in Sylvester Stallone's movie Paradise Alley, stops by Wrestling at the Chase to demonstrate why he is still a leading contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Here is Terry Funk against Tank Patton.
Ouch, says Tank Patton.
10 minutes have passed, 5 minutes left.
5 minutes remain in the first main event on Wrestling at the Chase as Terry Funk uses Tank Patton's face for a doorstep. Kick to the stomach by the Tank. Patton grabs Terry's hair, whips him to the ropes. Could this be the big gun? No, he drives the elbow underneath the chin, wearing him down. So when he does unleash that big gun, Funk will be even more vulnerable. Patton pounding on Terry Funk. More hard smashes by Patton as Funk's trapped in the ropes. Once more, Patton trying to knock the wind out of Terry Funk, driving that forearm right across the lung region, hoping to knock the wind out of Funk. Terry caught up on the ropes, half in the ring, half out of the ring. Trying to get himself straightened out, trying to get those cobwebs out of the head. Patton grabs Funk by the hair, slams Terry into the turnbuckle, and Funk is hanging on. He's in some trouble. Patton obviously primed and psyched up for this big match against Terry Funk. Patton grabs Funk again, runs him clear across the ring, and again, Terry Funk slammed into the top turnbuckle by Tank Patton. Funk hangs onto the ropes to keep from falling out of the ring, while Tank Patton waits, poised, primed, ready to go after Funk and finish off the former champion. Again, Funk, oh no, Funk blocked it. put his foot up. Funk throws a shoulder smash to the stomach. That doubles Patton. Hey, jackknife and rolling cradle. Count of 1, 2, 3. Hey, he's got it. He grabs
Dick Murdoch and controversy. They come together as Steve Hall, who tangled with Dick Murdoch on Wrestling at the Chase.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Murdoch's learned a few things from Dick the Bruiser, too, and that's a long-running feud as Steve Hall tries to regain his composure outside the ring. Joe Tangaro trying to keep Murdoch back. The crowd begins chanting Bruiser and Andre. Murdoch twists Hall around, drives an elbow into the throat. An elbow into the throat by Murdoch, who's pounding on Steve Hall.
5 minutes of elapsed, 15 minutes left.
Murdoch again with an elbow to the chest that time of Hall, and Hall is knocked off the apron to the floor as Murdoch is battering Steve Hall. Can you imagine what's going to happen when Murdoch tries those tactics on Andre the Giant? Hall slowly through the ropes, and Murdoch right on top of him, pounding Hall in the head. Murdoch banged on the head of Steve Hall. Flying mare by Dick Murdoch. Hard stomp to the jaw. Murdoch driving 268 pounds into the head of Steve Hall, and then Murdoch with a chin lock pulls Hall's head back over the knee. Look where Murdoch's knee is, right in the neck, so that Murdoch can apply full pressure as he yanks back on that chin. What misery Steve Hall's in, but Hall throws a punch. Another punch by Hall. Hall's head is off the knee of Murdoch. Hall trying to get up, but Murdoch hangs on with a lot of power, a lot of strength right there. And now Murdoch goes to work on Hall, pounding on the face of Steve Hall. Well, Hall paid for punching Murdoch right there. Look at Murdoch, almost with one arm, shades of King Kong Brody there a little bit. Murdoch lifted Hall so easily. Murdoch dominating the action. Hall whipped to the ropes. Murdoch with an elbow underneath Hall's chin. Murdoch taking time to luxuriate in it right now. He knows he's in command. He hooks Hall's head, setting him up for that standing suplex, the Texas Brainbuster, as Murdoch calls it. Murdoch driving the head backwards into the mat, then Murdoch coming up on top of Hall, and Dick Murdoch runs roughshod over Steve Hall.
And here's what happened when Kai met Grable on Wrestling at the Chase.
Trelawney picks her up and slams her on the concrete floor. Well, I've seen everything today. Outside the ring, shades of Dick the Bruiser and Ric Flair and King Kong Brody. Outside the ring, Joyce Grable gives Leilani Kai a body slam on the concrete floor. Into the ring comes Leilani Kai. Oh, flying front catapult by Joyce Grable. To the air. Oh, the giant splash missed. The giant splash missed.
5 minutes left, 5 minutes.
5 minutes remaining, and at the pace these two gals are going, I don't think they're going to make it. Look out! They keep draining that pool. Leilani Kai missed a giant splash on Joyce Grable. No falls yet, but it certainly has not been for lack of effort. Grable and Kai going at it hammer and tong. Look at that. What a Donnybrook. By the hair, the flying. Look at that. She's got that long hair of Leilani Kai, and Leilani may be a little bald when it's all over. I think Chuck Riley's underneath there.
Where's Riley?
Riley's underneath. Kai rolled Grable over. Grable went over the top of Kai, and Chuck Riley's underneath. Riley trying to get untangled from the mess. And he's mad at Joyce Grable. Chuck's had just about enough. Joyce says it with Leilani Kai. I didn't do it. I'm telling you for the last time, says Chuck Riley.
Yes, sir. After a little pinch on the cheek that Flair gave Riley has really got him in a lot of trouble.
Well, this has been a hot and heavy brawl, and I guess it was inevitable that sooner or later the referee was going to get his 2 cents worth of the damage, too. Leilani dumps Joyce Grable and kicks Joyce in the back of the leg. Lalani working on Grable's leg. Going for a pin. Got a cradle there. Lalani can't keep Grable down, obviously. Knee stomp by Lalani Kai.
2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Less than 2 minutes remaining, no falls yet. Body slam by Lalani Kai, and a kick by Kai to Joyce Grable. Lalani's rough tactics have really helped her in this match. She's had Grable in a lot of trouble. There's a front rolling cradle by Grable. Front rolling cradle out of 1, 2 at 2. Lalani Kai gets away. Oh, a drop kick missed. Roll up cradle by Lalani Kai. This could be it. 1, 2. Joyce Grable barely escapes defeat. She missed a drop kick. Lalani countered with a roll-up cradle, but Joyce Grable got away. Up, no, leapfrog by Joyce Grable. Then the back rolling cradle count of 1, 2, 3. That's it.
Joyce Grable was also part of the first mixed tag match ever presented in St. Louis when Joyce and Pat O'Connor opposed Bulldog Bob Brown and Suzette Ferreira. Let's join the action.
Other person get into the ring quickly after a tag. This is a complicated match, folks.
I tell you.
I gotta tell you, look at that! Joyce Grable slaps Bulldog Brown, and Brown's after Grable. Joyce Grable jumped into the ring and slapped Brown right across the mouth. This crowd loves it. They stand and cheer for scrappy Joyce Grable, who just said hello to Bulldog Brown. And he didn't even ask for a goodnight kiss.
He wants to go after her now.
Bulldog Brown, I think, is stunned, and for once in his life, speechless, thanks to Joyce Grable. Side headlock by O'Connor on Brown.
When pain strikes, don't waste time going to anywhere but the source of pain. Nurofen Express targets pain twice as fast as standard Nurofen tablets, providing relief precisely where it's needed. Nurofen Express targets pain twice as fast.
Stuck in a dead-end job? Are you overworked and underpaid? What would you get out of bed for? The average salary for a job in IT is over £37,000. Advent computer training courses lead to recognised qualifications and teach valuable IT skills. And the courses are flexible, so you can study while you work. We provide support and guidance to help you find a job and develop your career in IT. If you're interested in a career in IT, simply text IT to 88800 or call Advent free on 0800 197 0278. Advent Computer Training. Wake up to a brighter future.
You want to dance? Then come to the ballroom, and you better be ready to go.
Here's a face to watch for the future.
Nobody wants us in this ballroom.
Oh, he's wobbled. He continues to work. He is out on his feet.
Put away those sissy dancing shoes. This is ballroom boxing.
Oh, just a hammering body shot.
It's the ultimate dance floor for boxing stars of tomorrow.
Big right hand. It's a big right hand. That was a crunching shot.
Ballroom boxing.
20 minutes have elapsed, 10 minutes left.
10 minutes remain. In the main event, one fall apiece. Belding ones for me, says Joyce Grable to Pat O'Connor. Well, Joyce did all right for herself. O'Connor obliges his partner. Forearm smash by O'Connor. Oh, an uppercut. To the stomach goes O'Connor, and then O'Connor drops Brown. O'Connor quickly behind Brown. Goes into the sleeper. The sleeper by Brown, but Brown, rather the sleeper on Brown, and Brown gets to the ropes. Brown a bit groggy, although he wasn't in that sleeper very long. It takes its toll quite quickly. O'Connor goes for Brown's leg and puts O'Connor puts Brown on the canvas. Count of one on the Bulldog. Brown keeping that shoulder up. Grable watching intently as O'Connor twists the foot, now bends that leg down over his own leg to apply extra pressure to the leg. Look at O'Connor with his back foot now, hooks the ankle of Bulldog Brown, and then when Brown sits up, O'Connor slugs him with a forearm smash. He was called out, I would imagine, half of an Indian deathlock, because that's exactly what O'Connor has done to the ankle and foot of Bulldog Brown. Now Brown manages to pop the foot free, so O'Connor has to change his hold. O'Connor leaning into the knee and into the ankle of Bulldog Bob Brown. Brown reaching up for O'Connor's head. Smith, though, keeping an eye on Bulldog. Suzette Ferreira started to step into the ring. Again, Suzette started to lift the leg over the ropes, but the referee spied her. O'Connor drops that knee into the knee of Bulldog Brown. Brown throws a little punch into the side of O'Connor, trying to get O'Connor slightly off balance. Just so Brown can pull the leg free, do something to get out of trouble here. A slash to the throat by Brown. O'Connor switches around, grabs Brown's head. O'Connor twisting on the head. There goes Suzette Ferreira trying to slap O'Connor. It didn't work. All that happened was Ferreira rode Brown down to the mat. And Brown says, what are you doing? Jumping on my back. I got enough headaches. Here comes Grable right after Ferreira, and I don't think Ferreira knew that there'd been a tag on the other side of the ring. Once more, Grable in there quickly. Ferreira whipped to the ropes. Grable with a flying elbow smash to the jaw of Suzette Ferreira. Ferreira stunned. I think she was stunned from the beginning right here. She didn't know Grable was her opponent. Reverse neckbreaker by Joyce Grable. Grable covers Ferreira. This could be a pin, and that's it. The Bruiser was thinking about race when the Bruiser battled Armando Rodriguez. A brawl. Well, he's going to have one. He tells a fan, how'd you like that, honey? Rodriguez slammed into the side of the ring. The Bruiser comes towards the press table. Rodriguez pinned to the table, and down goes the wall here. The Bruiser dismantling the KPLR studio. In the process, I think he dismantled the Missouri title belt. The Bruiser slamming Rodriguez into the turnbuckles. The Bruiser mounts the ropes. The crowd screams for Dick the Bruiser. Rodriguez down and practically out. The Bruiser's atomic drop. The atomic drop by Dick the Bruiser. Harley Race, says Dick the Bruiser, but the Bruiser's not quite ready yet. The Bruiser lifts Rodriguez. Hard smash to the head. Dick the Bruiser punishing Armando Rodriguez. And look at this. Here comes the Bruiser's pile driver. He gave one of these to Harley Race one time, and Race had to be carried out of the ring. Harley Race yells, Dick the Bruiser. That's all he's yelling. Harley Race again and again. Pile driver by the Bruiser. One more time, says the Bruiser. Harley Race. That's him right there. You want to see me pin Harley Race, says the Bruiser. He yelled at referee Eddie Smith. Rodriguez is going nowhere. He's finished. Harley Race, count him out, says the Bruiser. He holds him down with his fingertips. Himself,
The Bruiser was so concerned about Race that Dick even came to ringside while Race locked horns with Pierre Lefebvre.
The Bruiser coming outside, taking a look at the man from whom the Bruiser has to take the gold belt. The Bruiser wearing his Missouri State title belt. And Dick the Bruiser eyeing things up, scouting a little bit, and now he stops to take a look at the gold belt here at ringside. Dick, this could be yours in less than a week.
It will be mine in less than a week. I'll wear that belt in less than a week. You watch and make sure that I tell you the truth.
Pierre Lefebvre whipped to the ropes. A high knee lift by Harley Race drops Lefebvre. Harley covers Lefebvre. And Lefebvre throws off Race. The Bruiser comparing belts. And he's going to try on the gold title belt here at ringside. The Bruiser trying on Race's belt. And I don't think Race sees it. Now Harley spots what the Bruiser's doing. The Bruiser trying on the gold title belt. He's putting it on. Dick the Bruiser putting on Harley Race's title belt, and Race is incensed, infuriated. Lefebvre with the reverse rolling cradle on Race, may get a pin. Count of 2. Oh, Race throws off Lefebvre.
I don't want anybody to beat Race until I do.
You heard Dick the Bruiser. He says, I don't want anyone to get to him until I do. Race. He's all upset. Lefebvre with a front rolling cradle. Get out of it, yells Dick the Bruiser.
I don't want anybody to beat Race until I beat him.
And then that gold belt will really be yours. Look at that move by Race. Behind Lefebvre, back suplex. Back suplex by Race, followed by a bridge. And there's the pin. Race the winner. Now all he has to do is get that gold belt back from Dick the Bruiser. Race crawling outside to try and reclaim his belt from the Bruiser. Race throws a punch at the Bruiser, and the Bruiser wearing Race's belt. The Bruiser wearing the gold belt goes after Race. The Bruiser pounding on Harley Race. The Bruiser trying to get off that gold belt. Race gets at the Bruiser. The belt dropped to the floor. Race going for the pile driver. Race for the Bruiser reverses it. The Bruiser grabs the gold belt. The Bruiser has Race's belt, stands on Race, and raises the gold belt in triumph. Dick the Bruiser holding the gold title belt that belongs to Harley Race. Race stunned on the concrete floor. He tried a pile driver and was backflipped onto the concrete floor by Dick the Bruiser. The crowd stands and chants, Bruiser, Bruiser, Bruiser. Look at this pandemonium at ringside. Only Dick the Bruiser can cause something like that. The Bruiser, the recipient of chants and cheers. The Bruiser, king of the hill. He's not letting Mickey get in either. Race still down on the floor and badly shaken.
Over the past year, Ted DiBiase has developed into one of the major forces in professional wrestling today. Much of that is due to what Ted DiBiase has done right here in St. Louis, right in front of you on KPLR TV. Let's take a review of how Ted DiBiase has developed into one of today's top stars. Mike Boyer was one of the first to find out how rapidly DiBiase was coming into his own.
Oh, and DiBiase had him sized up there the hard right. Boyer won't stay down, though. DiBiase right on top of Mike Boyer. Whips Boyer to the ropes. Up and over, a tremendous jolt. Flying knee drop to the chest. It was on the chest, not the throat. DiBiase tried for a pin. Boyer still wouldn't stay down. Forearm smash, side headlock. Off the ropes goes Boyer again. Down goes DiBiase. DiBiase ducks. DiBiase is waiting. Oh, a flying, falling body slam. Knocks all the wind out of Boyer, and here comes the figure 4 leg lock. The figure 4 leg lock by Ted DiBiase. Boyer may have no choice but to submit. Right in the middle of the ring, Boyer now risking a serious knee injury because he won't give up. Finally, Boyer submits, and Ted DiBiase brings the fans to their feet.
The reputation of Ted DiBiase grew quickly, so quickly that Nature Boy Ric Flair interrupted his own scrap with Pat O'Connor to bait DiBiase, who was our guest commentator at the time.
O'Connor pounds on Flair. O'Connor bleeding from a head wound, still pounding on Flair, knocks Flair to the corner. Flair catapulted across the ring into the opposite corner.
Well, I thought he was going to go right over the top, Larry.
Look at O'Connor. O'Connor pounding on Flair. O'Connor almost out of control. That's unusual for Pat. There's that headbutt to the stomach again by Flair, but O'Connor was able to withstand some of the effect. Backslide by O'Connor. This could be it. Now one. Oh, and Flair.
So far, Ric Flair unable to take enough advantage to go for that figure 4 leg lock.
O'Connor's been hanging in there with him, matching him blow for blow, even though O'Connor's bleeding. That shows how effective those knee drops can be. It's something that Ted DiBiase will have to look out for. Flying elbow drop. Oh, that was a hard one. There goes Flair to the legs. Moving that leg over.
He's going to work on that leg now, trying to wear that leg down, Larry, so he can put that figure 4 on it.
And that's the same knee that opened a cut on the head. Imagine when it's doing the muscles in the leg and the cartilage in the knee.
Absolutely.
Flair stomping on the leg of O'Connor, trying to wear down O'Connor so Flair can go for the figure 4.
Throwing that leg down now.
Oh, that thigh's vulnerable too, Ted. There he goes.
He's going for it.
This could be it for the Nature Boy. Flair with the figure 4, drops into it, hooks the leg over.
He's got it on.
Ted, this could be it.
Now it could be all over.
This could be it. Nature Boy Ric Flair with the figure 4 leg lock on the bleeding Pat O'Connor. Ted, all he can try to do is roll over it, reverse it. What can he do, Ted?
If he can roll over and reverse the pressure of the hold, then Pat will be at advantage. That's what Pat's trying to do right now.
O'Connor.
He should get both men turned over to where the leverage is in his advantage. That's right.
Flair won't let him do it. Too strong. O'Connor almost had Flair over, but couldn't quite turn him. O'Connor just won't quit. He's risking serious knee damage, Ted.
That's right. He's got it.
He's over. Oh, but Flair rolled right back along with it. But they're in the ropes. The referee wants that hold broken.
Flair not one more.
10 minutes have elapsed. 10 minutes left.
The figure 4 leg lock has been broken. O'Connor was able to get it to the rope. Look at Flair. O'Connor badly hurt. That knee has to be in terrible.
His legs got to be in in terrible shape right now.
He can barely stand. Plus, he's had some head bleeding throughout the. Look at Flair baiting him. O'Connor trying to fight back. What a game effort by